All right, we're back with probably close to the last car update. Hood is done. See? The dent is erased. Whatever. Its car's dirty. Unfortunately, I didn't have an opportunity to do a good video before I had to drive in the slop. So, in case you didn't see my other ones, we did a little TLC on the old war wagon here. Upgraded the tires to these Wildpeaks, which are excellent. They do pretty good in the snow. New windshield in. Works good. Happy. Even got the little dots up top. Everything I did was no OEM. I went aftermarket. This hood's aftermarket. It's pretty decent. Body gaps probably aren't up to like a Lamborghini or a Bentley or something, but not bad. I told the guy who did the work, as long as it looks good when I'm driving down the road, I'm happy. And it's turned out pretty nice. I mean, pretty nice. There's always things I could find that I could complain about, and I'm not going to point them out, but I'd give it a 90% on the paint job, maybe a 95. Paint color's pretty good match. Might be a little sparklier, but it's okay. I like it. All I said is, can you get the black shiny side on the top? And he said, sure can. Next up, we're going to be doing windshield wipers. I'm not going to film me doing that because that might be embarrassing. But I do have this one. I wonder if this will fit back here. Because this is a little bit different size. Can you upsize a windshield wiper? See, look at that. That's like an inch on either end. Because when I look, I can see my current windshield wiper goes to about where my fingernail is. And I've got like an inch. I think I might be able to upsize this bad boy. Now, I don't know if that'd be bad for my motor, but I almost got that guy for nothing. Nothing. That's the price of nothing. Same with these. These were like rebates. Just free windshield wipers. But yeah, whatever. So headlights are still on the list of discussions. Unfortunately, I picked up an RC habit here recently, and I kind of blew through my headlight budget. So those might have to wait till sometime in the future. Whatever. They work. It's whatever. So I know my first Falken tire review, I ran the camera really fast. And I'm going to try to do it slow so you can get a good look at these lugs. You know. They're pretty sweet tires. Extra load. These are 225, 55R, 17s. I can't really see that right there. It's upside down, but I think they really make the car look sharp. And I wrote in the description. I'll set these down for a second. I'll just tell these stories. It's kind of funny. So, tires were mounted. The guy that did the tire work backed them out of his shop. Parked the car, got out. I walked up to inspect, because I always inspect for damage. You know, did they ding my doors, whatever. Because it's really hard to argue that after you leave the property. As I'm like walking up to the car, I bend over to look at the tire, and some dude walks up and goes, damn, those tires look good on that car. I'm talking like 30 seconds outside of the doors. All right, so here's the tire size. Let's do it real tight in here so you guys can, if you feel like, some people are into reading that stuff. And this also didn't show up really good on the video. This is what I was talking about the other day, how this is rubber right here, and you can kind of see how that sticks out. It just looks so good. Let me see if I get the camera clear in here so you can see that. I mean, that's almost a full quarter inch. They just look rugged. And obviously they don't look as rugged as like little rims, but they look rugged. Anyway, back to that, the dude complimented my tires. Yeah, they look good. I'm like, hell yeah, they do. They do look good. And then I was at the grocery store, and like the grocery store kid was like, damn, I love your car. It's like, what's different? Like, I think I get one compliment on this car when I bought it, and it was like, I'd had it for like a day, and it was literally brand new. I mean, no one had even seen these things. So brand new. And someone was like, is that your car out there? And I was like, yeah, it is. And then I got like one comment one other time when I was traveling to Texas. Someone's like, oh, dude, is that new Crosstrek? I was like, yep, it is. Other than that, not a whole lot of comments on these things, but I throw these tires on, and there was another one. Someone else was like, dude, that car looks sick with those tires. And like, my dad's been staring at him. Like, every time he comes over and sees my car, he sits there and stares at these tires. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, that's not, That sidewall's not very big. It's like low pro, like knobs. Those are knobs, man. I mean, look how far that goes in. Do I have a coin on me? I don't think I do. I have nothing on me. A key, Subaru key. I mean, if you own a Subaru, that's the depth of that tread, is the thickness of the tire. I mean, it's crazy. And they do go pretty good in the snow. I've drove a little bit. As you can see, I'm slacking in my driveway shoveling because we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, so I'll shovel after that. But yeah, thumbs up on the Wildpeaks for sure. Definite thumbs up on fixing your broken hood. Bumper still needs a little work, but it's not too bad showing. I'm not even gonna show you where it's broken because you can't even see it. New window is pretty good. One thing that did come up with and I don't know what happened, and I didn't really press the issue with the guy. So I got the car back, and they painted the hood off the body. It's a brand new hood. I have my old hood still, in case I dent this one worse. If this one gets beat up worse, I'll put the old hood back on. But somehow, and like I said, I didn't get real big into like trying to get the answer out of the guy, but there was overspray clear coat on my windshield. And this is a brand new windshield. And you couldn't see it unless the sun was on it just right. And when the sun was on it, it was just like a million little speckles. So I don't know if it was just like, microparticles floating in the air or whatever. Kind of sucked. It kind of sucked. So I called him up. I was like, dude, I got a little overspray on my window. He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, I rubbed it with a terry cloth towel and it came off. So I know it's overspray. Right, here's the answer. This is like 000 steel wool. You can buff your windshield with 000 steel wool and it cleans everything off. That was what he told me. I kind of didn't really know that. So I took it down there and he buffed that thing off. And I was like, hey, why don't you just let me have that piece of steel wool? Because if there's overspray on this window, there's probably overspray on all my windows a little bit, not bad. And I don't know what happened. What I'm assuming happened, because there was a couple spots in the paint that were kind of like, there was junk in the paint. So I'm assuming when it was done, it was sitting there and the owner probably looked at it and said, that sucks. And he probably had the dude like buff it out good, then had to put a little bit more clear coat on it. And I bet they just did that right on the car. That's what I'm assuming, because they wanted it to look nice for me. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, you couldn't even see it when it was regular driving. It was just when the sun was at a perfect angle, which is these little speckles. But it all buffed off. Pretty cool. But that's like my tragedy. Between that and my tire balancing issues, where the guy forgot to take my order. Like, I've been trying to think, like, it's been like 2 months since I started working on, or had the work done on this thing. It's taken a while. But there's a lot of stuff's going on with the COVID and all that. Like, car. I was talking to the auto body guy. He said car repairs are up because airline's down. So people are traveling in their car more than flying. Therefore, there's more auto body shit going on. He was actually booked through the year, but I've known the guy since my whole life, so he kind of snuck me in. I just said, hey, if you can get me in, I'm very flexible. You just let me know, and I'll do whatever I got to do to make it easy for you. And he just called me up one day. He's like, can you come down right now? And I was like, hell yeah. Just took it down, boom. 2 days later, got it back. So the sun started setting. It's kind of cold out here, but yeah, those Falken Wildpeaks, they are mean looking. I don't know if I got a shot of the tread. Let's see if we can get the tread in there. A little shadow, it sucks. Whatever. Subaru's done. On to the next battle. If she stays good for 8 more years, I'll be pumped. I mean, if at the same rate I'm right, well, I'll probably have less miles, because I had a truck back then, a different one. In 8 years, this thing will probably have less than 100,000 miles on it. This car should last a long time. It's just a real practical car. It's not luxury. It's not fancy. It's got enough bells and whistles in the right spots. So I'm very happy with it. I love it again. I mean, sometimes you just make your stuff nice again, you can fall back in love with it, Same goes with car washes. Let your car get a little dirty, wash it, fall back in love with it. It's a lot less expensive to fall in love with the things you got than to go buy new ones. So yeah, I might have neglected her a little too much, but she's back in action, and I'm happy. So that's gonna be the end of this one, kids. So go ahead and subscribe if you could do me a favor. I'm looking for my 1,000 subs so I can start cranking ads at you fools. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Well, maybe one ad One ad per video, that's all right. Stay safe, kids.